I just realised that I might not be... Oh no, I've got the delay on, that's cool. I thought I might not be delaying it right there. Yeah, welcome. Hope all is well. Sorry for the late start. Started the day off in Shoreham in the van today. Just had a swim this morning. Ready to try and win some money. Not as long of a grind today, by the way. Not going to be playing any of the events that have day 2s or anything. It's my partner's birthday tomorrow, so I can't be tied up. I'm hoping to not be super duper late, but you know, if we get a deep run in something, I'll probably be okay to be a bit late for that. So yeah, we haven't really got much going right now. I'm just going to fire up this Sunday starter. We've got a Sunday starter. There's a WQ Bootcamp Vanilla $11 tournament, 40k guarantee, so we'll be jumping in that one. But yeah, we're just going to take it chill just to start with. I think I'm just going to get registered into the Bounty Builder 11 on Party Poker. King 10, I'll probably just limp along. So we've got a gut shot. Probably just check back with a good gut shot. Let me just sort out. So we've got the mystery bounty on 888. I don't know if I'm going to call along for this amount. It really gets rid of having the flush draw on the board. Gets rid of like a nice queen from our outs. Right, what did they show down with? Ace, deuce. So just taking into account what they're actually limping. I think it's fair to say he's pretty deep, limping ace, deuce. So it's just good to make. It's good, like if you've got the time to make the notes. You know, sometimes you just don't have time when you've got a load of games going, but it's good to try and just make notes of things that you see. Like, I do appreciate when you're playing like 12 games or something at once. It's kind of sometimes tough to fully take note of every single thing that's happening. It's normally just hands that you play against people that you're going to make notes on. So this is pretty interesting because it's multi-way. I'm in the big blind, and it checked through, and under the gun is checked again for the second time, which is interesting. Leads me to believe they could potentially have something like jacks or whatever, jacks, queens, tens, nines, something like that. I think we want to call because they might be inclined to still call along with that specific hand. But they're not. And now I just wonder whether I want to donk lead this or not. I'll probably just let them try and bet. Thought that was going to happen. Definitely felt inclined to bet there, but I think you sometimes just got to let them try and have a go as well, aren't you? Sorry, party poker is a bit clunky when it comes to when it table changes you. So multi-way is kind of a bit wetter than usual, so I think I will size up to like half pot on this board. We've definitely got stuff like Queen 10, any hearts, Jack 10. There's a few things that we want to charge. Just got pretty lucky there, but but yeah, I hope everyone is alright. Say hi in chat if you're new or whatever. I think we do C-bet this one small. Definitely have a lot of jacks in their range as well, but so do we. I think versus this, we just have to get rid. I don't think we can do anything. Kind of interesting to know what they're actually doing this with, though. Like, they could just do this with like ace jack or something. I'm trying to get more money in the pot. I guess because it is wet enough that they don't really want other cards to come. Could definitely have pocket nines as well. I think we can 3-bet fold or flat this. I think I might just lean to flatting it this time. I think on a dry board like this with like next to no equity, I'll probably just have a stab. So we do actually pick up some equity now, so probably we'll lean towards checking it back. This one went multi-way. It checked through on the flop. They then bet, we called, and we hit the flush. I don't think we're going to be jamming here. I don't really know what worse calls as if we jam. Maybe like some ace X actually. I mean, I think ace, queen, ace, jack's going to find it pretty tough to fold. We could just be running into ace, king though, which would suck, but there is not that many combos of it, you got to think. So probably will go for the jam actually. As I say, I think it might be pretty tough, especially when they cover me, to fold an ace here. We do also block some decent flushes in their range, having the 10 of clubs. They don't really have any flushes there. They're just a bit concerned about full houses of some kind, but I think we still had to take that one. Take that spot there. So yeah, we've got a decent few. I think I'm going to be registering to about like 5:30. So the biggest tournament I think we've got today is the $55 PKO on PokerStars. Poker King's not working for us today, unfortunately, but to be honest, I'm not super upset about it today, just because Poker King tournaments just seem to last forever. Late registration just lasts forever and ever and ever, so yeah, not too bothered that Poker King's off the schedule today. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be registering until about 5:30. So I think that means the latest we'll play if we go super deep in something is gonna be like 1 or 2 in the morning. But kind of hope I don't go. Well, I mean, like, I do hope I do go deep in stuff, but also I just don't really want to be incredibly tired for tomorrow. One of those flops, pretty good for their range. It's pretty equalising, really, but they do have a lot of like 8-9s, Jack 10s, 10-7s, all that stuff. So I think it's one of those boards where we're either going to bet big or we're going to check. I think we have a gut shot. We'll just be checking this one. King high could be good as well. We're not going to go anywhere yet for this price. We do still have a draw to us straight. Pretty interesting to hit the king. Kind of hope they don't overbet, really. It's pretty grim if they overbet. Yeah, it's pretty grim. So we block 8-9. We block some like king, jacks, but they could definitely have jack X here. But yeah, I think we just have to fold this one, to be honest. They've just got a lot of stuff that does beat us. Lots of 2 pairs and things as well. I mean, we do have 2 pairs, but I don't think they would do this with a 10 now or anything. I mean, fair play to them if they're turning it into a bluff, but just find that people just aren't bluffing, like, ever, really, in those spots. And yeah, I can't say I'm all that sad that I'm missing the Sunday Million today, as it is a mystery bounty, so definitely do not care. You know my thoughts on mystery bounties. Maybe a touch loose to be 3-betting King Jack off here, but I think it's okay. I think you can do. Definitely got decent blockers to block super strong hands. I think with their cold call, we're just going to play this pretty cautiously, to be honest. They definitely have lots of pairs. I think a lot of pairs cold call, when they should really sort of 4-bet. We definitely will float one here. I think it'd be a bit loose for them to have flattered like ace-10 suited. And then we just give this one up. It's a bit annoying though, because like this size, I guess when they're supposed to be a bit more polarized, but you got to take into account my stack size, so they're trying to set it up for a river jam. They could have called aces or something though, but I think they're kind of overplaying if they are, because I could definitely have lots of 10x in my range that I just flattered there. We got a double knockout in this one, so that was pretty nice to kick it off. Already got $5 in bounties locked up. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, definitely going to be a bit more chill of a Sunday, I think. Definitely feels like a standard range bet. 7's pretty bad card. They definitely have a lot of 7x in their range. They haven't decided to lead, but sometimes people don't. And that is an incredible card. I don't really know what sort of size. I definitely want to go big. I don't know if we go for... Maybe go for just close to pot. It looks like we did get paid there. They had 5-9 of spades. This deep, definitely going for the 4-bet with aces. Definitely want to get as much money in the pot as possible. I think potentially I could have gone a bit smaller, but it is a bounty. So I think it looks a bit suspect if you do go smaller with the bet size there. We definitely will continue if they bet. Reason for this is the 6 is a pretty clean out. So if we do hit a 6, our 2 pair could be good. We do block ace 10. And now we will check and give up because that's a pretty bad card. Definitely very good for their range. So I think we just do big bet, get it in. We do block a lot of sort of like 7x combos and stuff, so definitely have to get that in. We didn't win against the person that was automatically all in, but we still won chips in that pot, so it's nice. You go for a squeeze of 10-8. I think that's fine, especially versus late position. A pretty standard C-bet spot. A king and 2 unders. Very disconnected. Definitely expect to take that down pretty frequently. Having a 3-bet here with a low suited connector. Nice to have the flush draw. Definitely will c-bet this one. It's getting pretty equal. God, your screen name is so dark, mate. Learning new. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. We're just going to check this one back now. Try and realise our equity with the flush draw. It's quite equalising of a turn. And now we're just pretty... I think we just have to go for a big bet here. Because I would play something like... I could even play something like kings like this, you know. Because they do have a lot of like 10-9 and stuff that would probably continue. Then I could also have 8x, I think a bit more than... I don't know, I think all of it's pretty equal in terms of range advantage, to be honest. But yeah, we're definitely not winning if we check back, so we do want to go for a larger bet. I could even, you know, chill out with something like ace, queen of hearts or whatever. Nice. Nice to take that one down. Yeah, thanks very much for the good luck. Definitely need it. Did run pretty well the other day, but it's just when we get to the final 2-3 tables, it just all goes out the window, it seems. But yeah, thanks for stopping by as well and chatting, because I do appreciate there's a lot of people that stream on a Sunday, so it does mean a lot to me, you know, that you jump into my stream. It's, yeah, it does mean a lot, especially for a new streamer. Like, I haven't been streaming for all that long. But yeah, I hope yeah, I do bring some value to you as well. Like, I do explain everything out loud pretty much, so I am basically just regurgitating what I learn from my training and stuff. So, like a free course you're getting. Uh, 10-8, I think we will just flat this. We are deep enough that we can just be flatting a lot. And we just want to try and get to some flops and see flops and hit some stuff in this sort of position when you're in a bounty. Best position to be when you're the chip leader of the table. Did not expect. Can't really come along there, can we? Kings versus kings. Oh, sick. That's so disgusting for them. That is disgusting. God, imagine losing kings versus kings. That is just so gross. That's poker for you. Not really sure what to make. This guy just seems to have come on the table and started jamming everything. But I did make a note of him before, so Not much I can do with ace king apart from get it in. Hopefully win the flip. GG's. That's GG's for us in that one then. This one's pretty interesting. So it went limp. I made it 4 big blinds. They called, and now after the check jamming, 6s. Wouldn't recommend doing that. It's a pretty ridiculous, stupid move. Like, obviously I'm going to have a lot of aces there, so I don't really know what they're thinking in their mind there, but we'll happily take it, of course. It was this person, wasn't it? So, yeah, I've got a few different colour tags if you want to know what the colour tags are. I know some people don't tell streams what their tags are, but I don't mind telling them. Red means they're a bit wacky. Usually means that I'll probably call them off way lighter than I usually would. So I know we're getting a good price here, but I just think our actual hand's pretty bad. Like, I don't know what we're really hoping for post flop, so we can just get out of the way. Here, because it's a bounty, we get to raise this pretty large, so we do like 7 times, which is 14 big blinds. As I said before, I've said quite a few times, like, people just don't really know how to respond to it. With a hand like ace king offsuit, you really aren't all that miffed if it doesn't go post flop, to be honest, because you do miss a considerable amount of the time. So it went bet, I called, I checked, they bet, I check raised, and then I think we just jam. I don't think we're gonna get paid here all that often though. Oh, just lucky that we get paid by the queen of diamonds. So we got check raised on this board and we called. Now we've hit the straight, so I think we have to go really polarized. Yeah. We lose to queen 10, which would be pretty sick, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like we did need to go big there, because it is quite polarizing, isn't it? It's like I've got either a 10 or nothing. So this person seems to like a big bet on the flop. Like, they've done it a few times on flops that I don't know if you. I mean, I guess with the queen, you can bet a bit bigger if you want to. But they do normally a big bet and then they check if you call them. So I'm a bit more concerned at the barreling again. But they are barreling 5. But 5 does set up a river jam, but we can't really go anywhere button versus big blind with top pair. And that is a fantastic card to see for us. So yeah, we lose to sets, of course. Lose to 7-8. The fourth. 7-8. Sets. Queen 9, Queen 6. Which I think all would be pretty grim, but not much else. I'm just going to go for value jam. fair play. I would never put anyone on that hand, so fair play to them. That was insane. 7-4 off the raising on the button. That's nuts. Welcome to Sunday's poker at $11 tournaments, though. It's what you get. That was... God, that was pretty gross. Did they get there on the river as well? It's pretty horrible. Pretty horrible. It's the stuff you have to deal with, though, at these stakes. But yeah, you just gotta let them have it. Let them have it. And don't fret about it too much, because at the end of the day, that person's obviously a recreational, and you want them to do that. You want them to be playing 7-4 offsuit. So if they get lucky sometimes, absolutely fine. You do want them to get lucky sometimes against you, because it keeps the perceived worst players in the playing poker still, you know, and that's what you want. You want to play games against people that are going to do that. Oh my goodness. Probably the best flop. I think it's definitely a leadable flop for us here. Not just because we have the straight. We definitely want to size up a bit here, just in case they've got hearts. I think queen's pretty nice, because you could definitely have a queen as well. Yeah, I guess we still bet. I think maybe we go for the block. If they jam, I think we still have to call here. They had ace queen, so yeah, the queen was pretty nice. So this person has bet one big blind on the flop and now on the turn. Now, we're definitely not going to go anywhere. We've just picked up a gut shot alongside our second pair. And then, yeah, we'll just give this one up then. Not really sure why they would bet one big blind on the flop and turn, but our hand's just not strong enough, I don't think, to call pot size on the river. We didn't really lose that much there, trying to draw to our a better hand. So this is a pretty cool board for us, because small blind can definitely have a lot of like 7, 8s. They could definitely have some 8s and 6s. 8s probably want to 3-bet though. But yeah, we get to bet this one big. We get to bet it big because they're going to have lots of broadways as well. 8's pretty annoying as a card to come. I do think I have to check now. With 2 bets, with 2 checks from them, I think we can definitely go big here now. Probably paid us off with ace high, I reckon. Oh no, they had pocket 7s. which I think's absolutely fine as a hero call. Reason why I think it's fine as a hero call is because they block 7-6 and they block 8-7, so they've got a lot of decent blockers to actual full houses there. But yeah, if you are in the on the YouTube side of things, if you are enjoying it, please do just consider dropping a like on it as well, please. Hey, e-gambling. Is HWU, how are you? Is that right? Am I just being super old, not knowing what that means? Thanks for the follow though, mate. Thank you very much. I think we're deep enough to go set mine in here. Well, that is a strong jam from a cold call. Yeah, thanks for the follow, e-gambling. Thanks for chatting as well. That does really help me out, you know. Yeah, I'm all good, by the way. Yeah, a bit more of a chilled out Sunday for us today. Still got a few decent ones to jump into though. But yeah, how are you doing as well? You okay? How's your Sunday? Whereabouts are you in the world? But yeah, as I said, I think the biggest tournament we're going to be playing today is the $55 250k guarantee PKO. So hoping today's the day that we have a deep run in it. Seem to run pretty poorly in it. But yeah, as I say, maybe today's the day. This is a pretty interesting board. They definitely have a lot of Jack X here, but so do we. So I think we just do a small stab. They definitely have stuff like King Queen that would float. They definitely have stuff like Queen 10 that's going to float. So I think we go for a polarizing bet here. Bet pot. And then if they continue, we then just give up. Unless it's a 10. But I think even with a 10, I might be inclined to check back. Because they do have King Queen there pretty frequently. Yeah, I had a bit of a late night brainwave thing of like picturing ranges in my head last night. So hopefully I'm gonna carry that through. It's a pretty interesting board again. I don't know whether I want to go for this for a stab or if I want to check raise. I think I'd like to check raise with 2 overs and the flush draw. I think bet sort of half-ish, because if I bet half, maybe a bit more, we can then jam on any diamonds. Wow, okay. Well, they can definitely have something like 9s. They could have 4, which I don't think we're doing very well against. Maybe I should have gone for the check on the turn. I don't think we call this off though. We just don't really have much apart from the flush draw, which we're not going to hit all that often. That's why out of position's always much more awkward. So they've sized up quite substantially, really. But yeah, we'll just raise it big, and then absolutely happy to get it in. For like just under 30 big blinds, getting it in with ace queen versus a button open is pretty normal, I think. Ace or a queen? You gotta win those flips. Cool, we're on a break already. Right, I guess I'll just go make my final coffee of the day. Oh, still got this one going though. I think. Just lost a biggish pot against this player. They had 2 pair when I had top pair, top kicker. Definitely deep enough to try and set mine. Interesting. We're not going to go anywhere yet. Still try and draw to our 6. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Right, welcome back everyone. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, currently yeah, we've just registered to most of our stuff. Beast Noob. So yeah, just at the moment we are very far down because I've registered to everything that I'm going to play today, I think. And we haven't cashed anything. So that could all change. It could all change pretty quickly. Well, not quickly, I'm playing Poker Tournaments, aren't I? And I don't play turbos or hypers. We're not deep enough to flat sevens now. Plus, they're raising under the gun range. So, you just got to give them credit for strong. We'd probably still continue with 8s. Against certain players, probably would jam 8s as well, but not really in these $11 on party on a Sunday. Definitely check call this one. So here they should do a lot of checking with strong flushers. So we will check and we will check call. I think you could donk as well, but it does open you up to getting jammed and then having a tougher decision as well. Because you could definitely turn like Ace of Hearts into a jam there if you were that player. So I think with my weaker queen, I'm happy to check and then potentially check call. But yeah, a donk lead could also be reasonable. But yeah, from I was doing a lot of studying on when flush draw is complete, when you've actually got a flush in position. You do way more checking than I ever envisioned. At like 40 big blinds, 30 big blinds, you do way more checking. Because you want someone to stab at you and then to raise, I think, because you get more value there than betting and then folding out non-flush draw hands that are just going. Anyway, so. So we're going to come along, we cover them. I think we just check raise, get this in. Like, sure, they can have better stuff as well, of course. You can also have a queen as well, but the SPR is what, like 1.5-ish? So I think we just want to jam it in and run it. It puts hands like ace king in a crummy old spot. If I was deeper, I definitely would not make that play. I mean, if we were all deeper, I mean. So I'm not sure whether I want to 3-bet or flat this. I think because we're all pretty deep, we'll just go for the 3-bet. When I say pretty deep, I mean like our effective stacks are pretty similar. So I don't really need to go for... If I was like big chip leader compared to them, then probably do way more flatting, but I still kind of want to play this like a regular tournament at the moment, when the effective stack's like 40 something big blinds and we're like 50 big blinds. So since they're cold and they're under the gun, the range is going to be pretty strong. So my range is supposed to be pretty strong as well, but it definitely has a lot more other stuff. We really don't have anything going for us here, so I think we are just going to play this as a check, because they could have a lot of overpairs. I think now though we'll go for a bet, because I would do this with like aces, with the ace of spades for example. I think with 2 checks on their half as well, we can definitely delay c-bet this one. I think the reason why that made some sense is because their stack's not massive at that point either. So they should have had like a lot of 4-bet jams, I think, pre-flop. But yeah, chat, would just let you know that I think potentially sometime pretty soon, I might be having the ability to do some giveaways of some kind. I was talking to one of the marketing guys for the company that I play for, and yeah, it looks like he's gone off to just chat to a couple of people to see what sort of incentives we can give chat as well. Might be stuff like free tickets, cheap memberships to CNC poker training site, things like that. Right, we're going to be all in here. Wish me all the luck. Can we hold? Nice. Needed that one. Get us back in the mix. This is a big bet or check spot. And with top pair, definitely go for a bigger bet. So they limp, we made it 5x, they call, they're pretty call happy, so I think, I feel like I want to check more, but it kind of feels like I still need to do a small stab. I'm probably going to bet twice small, and then check. 7-5 suited. It's just bizarre stuff, isn't it? Bizarre stuff. Wow. Okie dokie. Let's try and get a triple up. Oh my god. 10 of spades. 10 of spades just to give us the royal. What a pot. I think we're having to take this spot here with fours. 20 big blinds, the pocket pair. Needs spades. GG's. So it's out of the starter, unfortunately. That is a pretty nice board for us. And wow, what on earth? Does anyone want to have a guess what this is? I mean, I can't fold. What would you guess if you were putting them on a range here? Like diamonds, king jack, diamonds. Nice. God, they didn't half pick up some equity there on the turn, didn't they? Guy flats, 4 deuce. I hit 2 pair and he hit a straight. What on earth, man? But that is why, yeah, they're probably going to get a red label as well for being pretty wide. But yeah, that's a prime example of why they've got a red tag, because they call Queen 7 suited to a 4 big blind ISO when someone else calls as well. But I'm not complaining, I'll take it. That is for sure. we're not close enough for me to be raising everything to put them under pressure. Still got 15 people to go before the money in this one, so 5-3 offsuit, not the best hand anyway, because you don't have any sort of good blocking properties. So a lot of like dry jack high boards. You can do a bigger bet here, and I definitely have the range advantage of over pairs as well. Party Poker loves these spots. Still not have queens here. We'll get it in all in pre. It'll probably be one of these big stacks as well. There's nothing wrong here really with just jamming. If we jam, we pick up like 6.8 big blinds pre, uncontested most of the time. So Ace King definitely is one we can do this with. King Jack suited as well you can do this with. Tens you could do that with. Nines potentially, maybe a tiny bit too big to do that with nines, but you could do. Jacks, absolutely fine. I think jacks you can rip in like 60 big blinds or something. According to GTO Wizard, if you've ever used GTO Wizard, the one that blows my mind the most is if you've got like 100 big blind effective stack and the button opens and you're in the big blind, so it's button versus big blind and you've got 100 big blinds, you can just rip King Jack suited apparently. Which no one does. But apparently you can just rip it in. So they made it 4 point something pre-flop, and I called, and we've got a pretty good hand here. So I think we'll. I mean, we could raise and just try and get it in. We've got enough equity. Yeah, probably will, you know. Yeah, we were 70% favourite on that board with no pair. So happy with that one. Alright, well I guess I'm going to fold my 10s now then. Tens shriveled up good and proper there, didn't it? I'm glad that I didn't cover either of them, because I'd have probably been forced to make that call if I was covering. So this spot's a bit interesting because I could definitely 3-bet here, but because they're kind of short, they definitely got a chance that they will jam, which we're pretty happy with if they jam, and we've got 10s. But yeah, unfortunately they don't jam, and we have third pair. Not really sure as to where we're at in this hand, to be honest. I do expect to see a jack a fair few. God, they bet with a 6. They call with 9-6 offsuit, and then they bet it on the turn for value. That is something. The other person had 3s. God. Golly. Golly, golly. So if this person jams, we'll be snapping it off because they've just been going absolutely nuts. So a king and a jack when we've got a pair. I think without the heart, we'll probably just get rid of this one. Not even that bothered about hitting a 9, because if I hit a 9, they've definitely got stuff like Queen 10 in the range as well, that we just get put in a pretty dicey spot. I'd rather just get a shut of that one. In 5 minutes we should have the $16.50 on 888 pop up. That means that we should we'll probably have the $22. Yeah, there's a $22 PK on stars that's going to pop up in 4 mins. Just trying to work out whether yeah, I probably will join the $2.21 as well. Now we're going to jump into the WCube boot camp event as well now. About 70 big blinds. My backers are giving me 3 entries to this one, so that's the one. Not gonna hand it though. And it's definitely a bit of a dicey spot. But with 2 bounties in play, we're definitely going to go with this with 8s. It's just one of those spots, really. Really nice to see 7. Oh my god, as if they hit the 7. It's very unfortunate for us there. It's not the most perfect hand to see to be against. I don't want to do a repeat of the other one where I bet. I think here we just want to go for a block. I don't think we really get much if we go big here. And then there's a chance that if they do have like a king high flush that they might go for it. We called from the small blind. Check, call, flop, then it's gone check, check. So I think with our flush, we'll go for a small bet. And call a raise, I think. So this is a pretty interesting one because I 3-bet this person, they called, and this flop is pretty odd because it's not like, I don't feel like I should have much of this ever, but we'll bet this one. We're not going to be going crazy with it. We'll just be betting small. Because they could definitely, this person at call have higher pairs. So I do still want to be betting, especially with the gut shot. pretty perfect river card, really. I don't really expect like it's going to be pretty grim if someone has pocket sixes here, because there's only one combo of it. Yeah, I think we just go for it, to be honest. Versus this position, definitely will 4-bet. Want to get money in the pot. So here, I think we're going to check back. So it went like undergun opened, they flat, we flat as well, just because we cover them. They then bet quite big, but we'll check this back. And then yeah, just go for the overbet on the river. If they've got 9-10 for some reason, it's pretty disgusting. Ace-10 potentially. But yeah, I think we had the board pretty locked up, so we didn't have to go for a bet there, really. Thanks whoever dropped a like on the YouTube video as well, on the stream on YouTube. I do appreciate it. I think I don't really understand the sort of like algorithm or anything, but I just think if people that are watching are liking it, then I think it just promotes it a little bit more somehow, with all the magic that it does. Yeah, for about 6 big blinds, pretty standard jam here. Having a squeeze. all these, when you're this deep, like Jack 8, Jack 9, all suited stuff, does play alright as squeeze apparently. Yeah, we'll get to bet this one. I think we're gonna stab it again. Like, if I had something like Ace King, Kings or whatever, I probably would want to be betting here. And I wouldn't really want to be betting all that big. Plus we've got the added equity of a good shot as well, which is pretty nice. And now with the Jack coming, we'll probably just check. King 6, yeah, fair enough. Nice to see someone actually defending the type of hands that they should defend in that spot. Not many people find the King 6 suited defend to a squeeze. So we raised this board because we've got a vulnerable flush. Wow, that is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Flush over flush. Flopped flush over flush. That is mad. 3 off the money. That's blind. God, Party Poker loves it. Absolutely loves it. God, the annoying thing about Ace 10 here is the fact that I just don't have any fold equity either. And jamming into someone with a stack this size, I just feel like they're going to be pretty tight as well. I guess we still just have to run this one. I'm not pleased by it. Cool. Yeah, pretty rough cooler there. Blind versus blind. 9 high flush over my 6 high flush. Flopped it as well. I forgot what the odds are of flopping a flush, but for 2 people to flop a flush is pretty unlikely. Especially blind versus blind. But yeah, I'll keep the focus on this one, just because we're getting into the proper action, aren't we? $188 for first as well. I will move to other stuff if other things are happening, but nothing's happening at all on anything else. They should definitely use a bigger 3-bet size when you're covered. You don't want me to come along with really weak stuff. Pretty big bet, to be honest. We'll get rid of the 6s there. Got a few all-ins. Pretty live with King Queen. Nice. And we get the bounty alongside. Pretty wild of a call of a jam from them as well, I think, with the raggy ace. I think we have to take this spot here. That's unfortunate. Hearts. GG's. Yeah, I definitely feel like we had to take that spot there. Always unfortunate to run into a better ace when you're jamming and you're covered. But yeah, ace 8 with like 9 big blinds there. I don't think you ever really want to call all that often, because especially ace 8 offsuit, it's just like it's not really got much going for it really, apart from the ace. I think I will bet this one with the gut shot. We don't mind if we get raised, we can just fold. Now we're probably done with this hand, especially because the hearts have just got in there and we don't have any. Would expect a lot of their hearts to check back though as well. But yeah, I don't think we get anybody off queen here. Don't know how much we'd have to bet to get them off a queen. Probably jam, to be honest. Which I don't think I'm gonna do with this combination. We block some 10x, which we want them. Wow, they actually have the exact same hand. Oh, happy with that result. I think this debug is still open 4-5. I know I'm covered, but even if we get 3-bet, it's definitely a nice hand to call a 3-bet with. Thinking about it, aren't they? Didn't realise I put them in such a tough spot. So with my flush draw, we're just barreling here. King's good for our range, so we do get to barrel anyway. But always nice to have quite a bit of equity with a gut shot and a flush draw when you are doing so. Getting a bit stuffy in my workplace. So they limped and then I isolated. Now they just jam. I guess we just fold then. Yeah, definitely a weird move. But I'm not going to call off with SPR of 2 there. I think we're going to have to take this spot with King 10 suited. I don't expect to get folds from this player, but King 10 does pretty well. I mean, if they do fall, it's quite incredible for us, but I think mathematically they shouldn't fold. It's a bit annoying to chop there, especially when I had them dominated, but it is what it is. I don't know if this is classified as a squeeze or not. When it goes limp, raise a bit, and then I had 3-bet, so I don't know if this classifies as a squeeze. They've got a lot of chips, so they are going to be pretty damn wide. I think with them calling, though, we do just have to give this one up now. Unless we jam, but I think they'll probably... They should, in theory, call with a jack here if we jam, so... I think we just have to get rid. Now that they check back, it does lead me to believe that they do have a jack, but now I'm even more unsure whether or not they would fold. I think I'm going to be a wimp. Would have definitely got him off that hand. It's always annoying when you see that, but... Just got to think about ranges, but yeah, their range is going to be pretty damn wide. Happy with that one. Yeah, so this person limped, so I just came along. Pretty interesting. I think we're definitely getting lead here now. I don't think I have to lead big or anything. Got top pair with an open ender. And we also block Queen Jack, which is nice. I think I'm actually going to go for value now here with the 5. Alright, well, I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, welcome back everyone. The 1650 has just popped up here as well on Party Poker. But yeah, I guess I'll leave the focus on the $11 PKO on Party Poker. It's just about to kick back off in a sec. 31 paid. We are currently in 27th. Definitely not in the best spot in the world though. Got chip leader to my right, second chip leader to my left. Not the best spot to be in. Definitely have to be snug as a bug. Definitely a standard c-bet spot here with the ace on board. I'd be pretty surprised to see any 3x in their range there. Apart from pocket threes, potentially. So here I 3-bet under the gun. They called. We c-bet. We're just going to get it in with our vulnerable flush. Quite the... It's just one of them, isn't it? It sucks when you just run into a flush with ace-king there. Don't really know why you wouldn't want a 4-bet ace-king suited, but... There you are. Not completely sure what I want to do here. I think 3-bets. I mean, 3-bet's not bad, of course. But I don't know whether it's one that I want to flat and let them jam as well. But I don't think it matters either way. So flatted 6-4 in position, just gotta cover them. When they check back, we're definitely gonna check this one back. Fair enough. They limped. I made it 6.5 big blinds, and they call. It's a pretty horrible turn, isn't it? Pretty horrible turn indeed. Pretty nuts to rip in King Jack off there versus my squeeze. Pretty nuts indeed. So we opened, we then checked, they bet, they called. I think here we kind of want to bet big now with our made flush. And yeah, just block, I think. Nice, it's a big pot. 60 big blinds. We're limping here because this stack's like pretty much all in. Mathematically, I think it's a call with the two big blinds. Feels pretty disgusting to call though. Wow, Queen 7. That's pretty nuts as well.